singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Hi everybody and welcome. My name is Josh Powers. I'm your host, and we are all here at Cox Studio once again with the Autism Spectrum Resource Center. And if you haven't been with us before, everyone on our production crew on set is on the Autism Spectrum. It's a unique opportunity, and they always do a fantastic job of bringing a great show to you at home. So in the past interviews that I've done, I've had the pleasure of interviewing parents, activists, and specialists in the field shedding light on autism. And today is very unique. We actually have the opportunity to talk to a young adult with autism. So please welcome Danny Quinn. Welcome, Danny. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. And you are normally our sound technician, or whatever they call you, but you're normally on our production crew.
Yes.
So you're taking a break today and coming to the hot seat, right?
Yep. I'm ready for the interview.
So how would you, first to ask, how would you describe autism?
Basically, what I describe it is every person with autism has their own unique type, because everyone has their own different type.
So is that what it means to be on the autism spectrum?
Yes.
In your own words, you're saying that people have different needs, different social problems or whatever. Everyone has a little bit of a different sense. Okay, and how would you describe to all of us what you have? In your own words.
I have PDD-NOS, and it's more of a mild case. And I do, and
what does that mean in PDD? What did you say? PDD?
PDD-NOS.
NOS. What does that mean?
I don't know. I do know the first three parts, but I can't describe the last three parts.
That's fine.
Mine's more of a mild case of the PDD autism.
Okay.
Because I can speak, I can do a lot of other things, but I still need help a little more to think more, and
Okay. What do you think you struggle with most because of your autism?
I kind of struggle more about. It's kind of hard.
That's a hard. What do you? I mean, for a lot of people on the spectrum, social gatherings or being social is sometimes an issue. Do you find that's not an issue for you? I mean, you're very sociable, it seems.
Yeah.
You know, you're very good at speaking to people.
Yeah.
So do you struggle with being social, or is it more other areas you struggle with?
Well, before, when I was actually in a midstream school, I actually first started in elementary school, and before I didn't really know about I had autism before, because I was actually, excuse me,
That's okay.
All right.
So you're saying in elementary school you were in a normal public elementary school, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I was more of like, I always thought I was more like everybody else, but I never really thought I had autism, because I actually had more help during that time. Yeah.
So you didn't realize it then?
Yes.
Okay. So when did you realize it? I mean, do you think you noticed it before you were diagnosed, or did you really notice it once you were diagnosed?
I noticed it when I got a little bit older, and that's when my mom told me about everything about it. It's kind of hard to remember most of it, but.
What age was that roughly? I mean, were you past elementary school?
It was probably way past. And before elementary school, it was actually a lot easy for me. But when I started middle school, that's when it became a lot more harder.
That's when it was noticeable for you?
Yes, noticeable. Yeah. And I can be very anxious during times, and because there's certain things that I can't do.
So tell me about the whole process of finding out that you had autism. I mean, how did that work? How does that work?
My mom mostly told me about my diagnosis.
That you had it?
Yeah.
Did you go to doctors or?
Yeah, I had a doctor. There was a doctor that told my mom before, but I was very young, and I didn't ask much about it because I never even knew about it.
What was that like for you finding out you had autism?
Sometimes it would be pretty hard, but I sort of grow fun of it because
Because it's who you are.
yes, who I am.
It's who you are. Did you feel any different, the day before you found out you had autism to the day after you had found out you had autism?
Yeah.
Did you feel any different?
Yeah, I do feel sort of different. Basically, I did know. I just needed more help to understand it more.
Mm-hmm. And who has helped you the most in understanding you have it, or at least to get you through those tough days? Who has helped you the most?
My family and my teachers at my new school, the High Road Student Learning Center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, High Road Student Learning Center is where you are now, right? We
Yes.
talked about that before.
Yes.
So let's talk about school then.
All
You
right.
were saying you went to elementary school, normal public elementary school, correct?
Yes.
Then middle school came. You went to public middle school.
That is right.
Okay. And that's where you really realized that you had autism, though?
Yes.
Is that when you were diagnosed in middle school?
Not really. That was because I kind of had it all my life, actually.
But middle school is when you really found out you had it?
Oh, yes.
Yes, okay.
That's what I thought.
So once you reached high school, is that when you went to High Road?
Well, when I was in 7th grade, that's when I started transferred to that school.
Okay, 7th grade.
Yeah, at
Okay.
7th grade, that's when I started the whole thing.
So let's talk about 6th grade. It's totally different from elementary school.
Yeah.
The work gets a little harder.
Yeah.
There's more kids, right?
That's right.
More people.
Yes.
What was that like for you? What were you feeling on the first day of middle school?
I actually felt a little normal, but as I started in 7th grade, that's when it became a little more harder for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it kind of got me at my anxiety level at that time.
Okay, so you felt anxiety in 7th grade.
Yes.
Did you find...
Because there were more people than the school I have now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do you think it was the change? I mean, going from smaller, more intimate setting to this big middle school, I mean, was it the change that you think
Yes.
threw you for a loop?
Yeah.
Caused you anxiety?
Yes, that's right.
What was school like for you? I mean, did you experience bullying?
Not
People picking on you?
that I really know of.
No. So people were very accepting, even once you found out you had autism.
Yeah.
You found people were accepting.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did learning and the teachers at your public middle school, how did that go? I mean, did you find you struggled with it?
Yeah, because I think they were a lot more strict than the teachers that I have now.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's because they have a lack of knowledge about autism?
Yes.
So you think if more people knew about it,
Yes, that's right.
it might be easier for all of you who have it?
That's right. Yeah.
You think, yeah. So 7th grade comes and you go to High Road.
Yes.
High Road Student Learning Center, right?
Yes, that's right.
Describe that school to us. What is the High Road Learning Center?
It's more of a district. It's more of a school that's more of my kind, where they have different disabilities and diagnosis there. And there are two different types of groups. There's actually the lower school, which is where the little kids go to, and from kindergarten to the 5th grade, I believe.
Okay.
And then there's the high, or actually I think it's the 8th grade. And then there's the high school area, which is the upper school, where they graduate, and if they want to, they can try out for the transition program, where they learn more about their jobs.
And that's after
Yeah.
high school?
Yes, that's after high school.
So High Road envelops all grades, regardless of what age you are?
Yes.
Okay.